If you're a supply chain professional today, you definitely know the struggle. You're often navigating this sea of operational data.
Yeah, stuck between maybe older systems and then this constant pressure for, well, real-time insights, strategic thinking.
Exactly. And the big question is, how do you bridge that gap? Not just get by, but actually thrive and really move your career forward. That's the challenge, the core challenge we're diving into today.
Precisely. And our sources for this deep dive, they really zero in on a training program built to tackle that specific challenge.
Okay.
It's all about equipping professionals with some, well, really sought-after, actionable skills in supply chain, the kind of knowledge that connects directly to, real professional growth and, frankly, better financial opportunity.
Right, the tangible benefits.
That's the leverage we're looking at here.
So, okay, the heart of our deep dive today. We're exploring the Master Supply Chain with SAP and Excel course. It's from the Analyst Expert Academy.
Yeah.
And we've also got some really interesting insights from its founder. Our sources are excerpts from their website and also a transcript from a YouTube video.
Got it.
So our mission really is to pull out the critical bits about this program, figure out who it's really for, and understand why it might be a game changer for you. Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
It's one thing to know who this is potentially for, but, the real question for a lot of listeners will be, what skills, what tangible things will you actually walk away with?
Yeah, the what's in it for me.
Exactly. So let's unpack the curriculum, starting with that core offering, the Master Supply Chain with SAP and Excel course. It seems immediately clear it's laser-focused on practical tools, and a pretty big benefit right off the bat, it's fully available in both English and Spanish.
Yeah, that's significant. And what's really insightful, I think, is how precisely they define their target audience.
Okay.
I mean, this course isn't just generic supply chain training. It's explicitly for buyers, inventory analysts, and supply chain specialists.
Right, specific roles.
And beyond that, it also targets professionals aiming to move from operational roles to strategic or analytical positions. So people looking to level up.
Makes sense.
And even individuals looking to transition into more technical and well-paid areas. So it signals, it's not just for absolute beginners. It's really for anyone ready to seriously improve their employability, their performance, and, their earning potential by mastering these specific high-value tools.
Okay, so let's dig into those skills. What specifically will you learn? They seem to start strong with Excel for smart supply chain decisions.
Right. And we're talking about building, dynamic dashboards, insightful reports, real-time analytics.
The kind of stuff that actually helps day to day.
Exactly. Tools designed to boost efficiency and really slash errors. The course specifically mentions mastering advanced Excel formulas to create things like dynamic reports, summary tables, professional-looking charts. This sounds incredibly useful for just everyday problem solving.
Yeah, definitely practical.
And then it moves on to the critical role of SAP.
The big one.
The big one. The course promises to help you master SAP and elevate your purchasing role. And, SAP is widely seen as the industry's most powerful ERP system.
Right. It integrates everything.
Pretty much. So in this course, you'll learn essential SAP transactions. And crucially, how to navigate and pull out vital information quickly and accurately.
Which specific part of SAP?
Within the materials master module for purchasing and inventory. So really focused. It's about getting that accurate real-time data right from the source to make better decisions.
Okay, but it's not just about knowing the software clicks, is it? I mean, how crucial is it to also get the underlying supply chain concepts? Things like MRP or ABC analysis, even if you're good with SAP.
That's a great point.
Does the course just skim over those, or... Because you'll apparently master inventory and purchasing management, including key concepts like MRP.
For your requirements planning, yeah.
Right. Making sure you have what you need when you need it. Avoid stockouts or having too much stuff.
Exactly.
Or things like ABC analysis and the Pareto principle, which help you focus on the important inventory items.
The vital few.
Yeah. And also reorder points, knowing when to restock.
Right. And to answer your question, the course seems to integrate these concepts within the practical application. It's not separate theory lessons.
Okay, so learn by doing.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And the real game changer, the bit that really ties it all together, is the SAP plus Excel integration.
Putting them together.
Yes. This is really where, the magic happens. So many companies are just drowning in SAP data, but they don't have the internal skill to actually analyze it effectively.
Right, turning data into insights.
Exactly. This course teaches you to be that bridge. It shows you how to export from SAP to Excel efficiently, and then how to work in Excel efficiently to develop indicators and reports.
So you're not just pulling data, you're shaping it.
You're learning to turn those raw operational numbers into, well, predictive insights that actually drive smarter business decisions. That's a skill gap, a big one that few professionals currently fill effectively.
Now let's talk about the teaching philosophy. It seems quite distinct. They emphasize hands-on learning with, quote, zero unnecessary theory. Pablo, the founder, his promise is pretty blunt. This is going to be short and to the point. It's exactly what you need.
Yeah, very direct.
So for our listeners who are probably already working professionals, what does this kind of practical-only approach really mean for learning efficiency? Can you really integrate these complex tools without more theory, or is it kind of woven in?
Well, I think it's about cutting through the, let's call it academic fluff, right?
Okay.
Our sources suggest this approach is tailored for professionals who already get the basic why of supply chain. They don't need a history lesson.
They need the how.
They need to know how to solve real problems with SAP and Excel now. The theory isn't totally absent. It feels more like it's embedded within the practice exercises.
So it becomes intuitive.
Exactly. Immediately applicable, which is frankly a huge time saver for busy people. And they seem to back this up with concrete features.
Like what?
20 plus hours of practical content, which is substantial. Crucially, access to an SAP practice platform, so you're not just watching, you're doing.
Hands-on.
Yeah. Personalized classes, practice models, Excel templates, slides and visuals, even tests. And, for those who finish, a certificate of completion.
Okay.
It really seems like every element is designed to build practical skill.
Let's talk about the person behind this, Pablo Barrio, the instructor and founder. He's got an interesting background, both a certified public accountant and a supply chain professional based in the U.S.
Yeah.
How does having both those perspectives, the financial and the operational, how might that shape his teaching?
Well, that dual perspective is, I think, incredibly powerful. Our sources say he has over 20 years of experience in purchasing, procurement, inventory, and warehouse management.
Wow, okay.
And specifically, a specialization in using SAP, MM, and Microsoft Excel to optimize operations and drive results.
So he's lived it.
Exactly. His teaching is grounded in real-world challenges, real solutions, not just abstract ideas. He understands the dollar impact of operational choices because he's seen both sides.
And it's interesting to hear why he started the academy. He apparently noticed this pattern over his career. Professionals who master SAP and Excel are consistently the most effective, the most sought after, and the highest paid. That's quite a statement.
It is striking.
Why do you think these specific tools, SAP and Excel, when mastered together, create such a significant advantage both professionally and financially?
Well, I think it comes back to that skill gap we talked about earlier.
Right.
Lots of companies use SAP, but honestly, not that many employees can truly leverage its data, especially when you combine it with the analytical horsepower of Excel.
So you become the go-to person.
Pretty much. So Pablo's mission, as he puts it, is to teach you the real-world skills companies value when hiring or promoting, and ultimately, to help you work smarter, boost your confidence, and unlock better job opportunities and higher earning potential. It's about giving professionals these tangible, financially rewarding skills that directly fix critical business problems.
Okay, let's get to the proof, the impact.
Yeah.
What do people who have actually taken the course say?
Good question.
We have some feedback here. Michael Johnson from New York, he found the course provided practical tools, fast explanations, and real-world application. Michael apparently felt more confident in Excel and SAP, and, importantly, already saw the difference in how I work. That immediate impact he mentions, feeling more confident, seeing results quickly, that's often the biggest hurdle when trying to upskill, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's huge.
It's not just knowing the software features, but knowing how to actually use them to make your daily grind smoother.
Totally. And there's another powerful testimonial here from Luis Ramirez in Mexico. He was apparently surprised by how integrated it all felt, noting that, quote, with only 2 transactions of SAP already, I can practically have total control of my tasks as a buyer.
Wow, that's fast.
Right. Luis praised Pablo for explaining things with great clarity, going straight to the important things and showing how to apply everything in real work.
That really highlights the efficiency of that practical integrated approach.
Yeah. You're not just learning random features, you're learning how to solve your core job problems, apparently, very quickly.
So it seems the kind of overarching goal, the
Yeah.
big promise, is pretty transformative. They talk about helping you double or even triple your income with higher paying roles.
Yeah, bold claim.
And transforming your career from entry level to management. Now, given the testimonials and this intense focus on practical in-demand skills, how does a course like this actually enable such dramatic shifts? It
Yeah.
seems like it's about equipping you to just step directly into those more strategic roles.
Well, if we connect this all to the bigger picture, what we're really talking about isn't just learning software, right? It's about making a strategic career investment, mastering these specific high-demand skills like SAP and Excel, especially in a critical field like supply chain. It fundamentally changes your professional path
How so?
because you become this indispensable link, this bridge between raw data and actionable business intelligence. You're not just another user of the system. You become a leverage point, someone who can drive significant operational and ultimately financial improvements for the company.
Exactly. In this era of just information overload where it's so easy to get lost, in just general knowledge.
Yeah, analysis paralysis.
Right. Choosing to do a deep dive, to really focus on high-value skills like these supply chain tools, SAP, Excel, it can profoundly redefine your professional worth and your earning power.
Absolutely.
It shifts you from maybe being a generalist to being a specialist who delivers measurable impact. That makes you significantly more valued financially in the marketplace. So what does this all really mean for you, the listener?
Yeah, that's the key takeaway.
Ultimately, I think in an economy just saturated with information, the real leverage, the real power comes from mastering specific high-demand skills, skills that translate directly into business value. This deep dive has really explored how proficiency in tools like SAP and Excel, when you apply them strategically in supply chain, can fundamentally shift your professional standing.
Yeah.
It potentially makes your expertise indispensable, really, across almost any industry you choose.